bitch. Alright, well, this plays welcome back. I mean, it's here yet. That's okay though. Welcome back, everybody who watches this video to the Happy Leprechaun Show, the show that happiest leprechaun in the world playing video games and fun stuff. Yeah, we're back. Playing some Danganronpa 2. Continuing on with our playthrough.
Danganronpa.
Hope everybody's doing well. Did I beat all these yet?
Danganronpa.
I don't even remember. I know we're like right before the trial or something. Somebody killed the pop star girl and the dancer girl.
Anyway.
Oh shoot. How did she get in here if the door was locked? And I see you in there, mister.
No.
Mr. Monokuma. You motherfucker.
However, perhaps, you are right. Perhaps I... Yoko, by chance, are you having trouble wearing your kimono?
Stupid! What are you saying? Of course I can do it! Because Mahiru taught me. That's why.
If that is the case, how about you do it someplace where there isn't... Do you remember the full-length mirror in the storage room at the music venue? If you do it while standing in front of a large mirror, I am confident you will be... Also, shutting yourself in your room like this may be bad for your... It cannot be.
Hello there. I see. Hey!
Did you call? What? What are you gonna do?
Huh?
Listen up! look forward to it, okay?
Hey. Impossible.
No, no, no! Are you sure? I'm here. Hey, hey! So,
Jesus Christ.
I'm Hey, hey! So, what's this? Too bad. You're so stupid. Hey, well now. Now then. I can't wait. Now Ben, please relax and enjoy the...
Monokuma was born in a remote village full of old people because the death rates outpaced the birth rates. One day, Monokuma was swept up by a tornado created by a... and was whisked away. Monokuma wanted to return to his homeland so he could go back to Pet. So he began his journey to see the wizard Monami, who was rumored to grant any... Along the way, he met a very loyal group. Monokuma met a Monami scarecrow who was missing a brain. When
Oh,
he
it's the
recommended
Wizard of
that
Oz.
she commit suicide, the Monami scarecrow hanged herself and died.
Oh wow.
He also
Yeah,
met a
also-
Monami lion who was missing her courage. So,
Killed
he
that one.
also met a
Straight up.
Monami tin man who was missing a heart. So, after a lot of other stuff happened, Monokuma eventually, one thing led to another, and he started beating the crap out of Mon. And in the end, he With this, Monokuma enslaved the old people. And he lived happily.
Oh.
So... Bye-bye!
The Ibuki's death is hanging matches Scarecrow's death in the movie. This one matched the lion. So
Hello! How's everybody doing? It's me. The class trial's gonna... So, make sure...
such a dumb child. Hey! Hey, hey! That's...
Anyway,
Bye-bye! I won't let you.
Hey, hey! Huh?
damn it!
Well... How about it?
See?
I'm gonna do it!
Hey!
No, not yet. Well now.
Yoo-hoo!
Oh, I forgot to make me save before I started, so. I don't have any skills. What the fuck these are?
Now then, let's begin with it. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will I'll punish everyone besides the blackened. And that person will earn. Oh well, who cares about this boring explanation? Let's get on with it already!
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out. You know, because I was... Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
You're fine. Your head's empty anyway.
Empty head? Huh. What's wrong with that? Listen up! The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff it.
Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial if those two can't participate in the argument. Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Then, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other five in the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyo.
Nakito.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottage.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from the symptoms. We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room, since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on... a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hip bag on their head, climbing a stepladder.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story! And then
I tried to stop. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was.
Hey, what's up, Review Phil? How you doing, dude?
But it was too late.
Hope you're having a good day and a good night.
By the time I arrived, I thought I should tell the others right away.
Stopping in,
so I headed to
boy,
the
and
motel.
why the motel?
watching me play
Because
some
it was
video
close to the
games.
music venue. And unlike the hospital,
Taking a little break
there were
from,
more able-bodied people there.
Fallout New Vegas. We'll pop up with that game,
The
but
only person who came with me was
But I
we'll
remember
pop back
feeling a
up
little
with that game
relieved.
We were
eventually.
also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone. So I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko, so I pled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
Various ways?
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person where... So I immediately led them to the music venue.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the four of us broke down the... And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hyoko's. And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
And so we decided to lower the hay.
When we removed the hip bag, just as...
So that's how the case played out. Thank you.
Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true? Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now. The story I just heard is clearly suspicious.
Hey, what's up? Sorry. What's up, Doey? How you doing? Thank you for popping into my channel. If you're new, welcome in.
You could be lying as
We're
much
playing
as
some
you
video
like.
games of the
Obviously.
Danganronpa
So you can make us ignore
variety.
what might be an inconvenient
We're actually right in the middle of one of the trials. I think the third or fourth trial we've done, something like
You
that.
doubt me?
If you're not lying, come on, try to prove it to me. Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime is the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Obviously, because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie means it probably is Hajime's fault.
Oh. Sorry, I had to look up something.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime is the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie means it probably is Hajime's
What the hell?
fault.
I knew they wouldn't.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime is the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie means it probably is Hajime's fault.
The fuck? Am I not hitting it right or something? I don't understand. I'm losing time. I'm not
Hajime's
fucking
testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime is the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Shit, it wasn't working at all.
I'm not the killer. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that move.
Of course you're not. I already...
Huh?
Before the incident, Hajime had never watched. Each person only received one ticket. And there... Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Yes! No, Miss...
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it. did anyone tell him?
Hold on a sec.
You're Nagito, what are you doing? Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, it also provides a good warm-up. This isn't a... Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game.
What a waste of time. Now then, since we know... So this means Ibuki definitely...
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals it.
If Ibuki committed
Like I said before, it's the killer murdered Hiyoko, so all we gotta do.
then let's ask
I could have been gone from...
So they killed Hiyoko and that's why the killer stalled for... The killer blocked the venue to...
However, that door... If they blocked the door from the inside...
Yeah, you're absolutely... Which means... When we... If that's the case, the only suspect... And that's you two!
Me too?
What the hell? The others all have alibis. Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel, and if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that...
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru.
Me too!
Hey, why are you talking like... Huh? You're kidding, right? You're not up to something...
Please stop making that...
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't...
What a wicked way of backing us into a wall!
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they look like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside.
No, that's wrong!
Wait a second. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
From the outside.
There's a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
Semi-transparent glob. Like...
I see!
Semi-transparent glob glue?
Yeah. It had a firm, gel-like chewiness. And I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth. Based on all that,
I didn't know glue was edible. I believe it is not something one typically eats.
That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors touched. Pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, it must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was. But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the doors easily. That doesn't really matter. First of all, it was so obvious.
Are you saying the drumstick was then a...
Apologize to Miss Sonia! And me! However,
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
Everybody's having a good night. Sorry, I just had to take care of something. I apologize for the interruption. Everyone's been taken care of now.
So, during the 10-minute...
And they also taped her up.
Even quick work has limits.
Aww.
If they couldn't have done it, well, they must have done it earlier.
But when Hajime got to the venue,
And when you went back with everyone, but it's possible that the body was just... Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. Here, I have proof.
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the
That was
music venue?
from the
That's right, but
storage area.
what is this scrap anyway?
Fuck. My eyes. Oh, shit.
Scrap. Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room? In the music venue storage room, there was also a tear along the edge of it.
Right. You overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting, and tear in the wallpaper. See? It fits perfectly.
I see. And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with the oak?
A mere nobody like me, isn't it? But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that
Why hasn't it let me jump that fucking thing? I don't understand. Oh.
It's all coming together. Got it. Kyoko's body was hidden before.
It would have taken quite a long time to tape up.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
What? They hid the pillar?
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar. So when I first discovered Ibuki's body, Kyoko's body was already there. However, because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar, I didn't really... Well, that's understandable.
So they used the
The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar. So using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left.
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper. And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
Killer must have been in a hurry. Their plan took too long. Hajime could have walked in on it.
But going to the trouble of hiding his body and the...
The crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room.
Then, when was Hiyoko actually killed?
Good point. And on that note, it's about time we shed some light on those imitation...
You mentioned imitation murder more than once.
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece? The Wizard of Monami 2.5D?
My likeness in your movies without my...
You're pretty noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
I don't eat mothballs. I just enjoy looking at... I knew it. There are so many...
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Not just that, but Hiyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
It's as if both crimes were
But why did the killer go to all this trouble in the first...
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
The reason the killer imitated two of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
Then, Hiyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
a valid line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
What do you mean? If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
I'm not even crying.
sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
What a jerk!
Oh, I see. You want me to...
And even big...
Look, Ibuki, that means when she was still alive.
What's wrong?
But it seems that would mean heal.
How rude. And he's being first and foremost. How can a low...
Because she was doing something that's only possible.
It seems you're one that talk...
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
Were there even any footprints at the crime scene?
Maybe her feet were on the floor. But she was like sitting or something. So instead, there'd be a mark on her ass.
Weak, I say! It doesn't even pierce my heart!
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on...
I am telling you to present your evidence!
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on?
I agree with that.
Just as Sonia said, Ibuki stepped up. That something was blood. There were faint blood stains on the soles of his...
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
Then it's Hiyoko's blood!
Hyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck. And she died almost instantly, right?
If Ibuki stepped on her...
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil eye! Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest, still reek...
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? But, are you sure? You're so frightened you can't even... However, the time for conviction starts... You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no... You can't step on blood that was never there. Just about 1 minute if you see a nice notebook. You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Allow me to cut through those words.
That's not it. The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
Don't say such foolish things! You don't have proof of that?
Yes, I do. If you look closely, there's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
When the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, Ibuki must have already stepped in it. And the killer probably didn't even...
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so... Even if they're able to hide Hyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Plus, Ibuki's body was...
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding. Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating. So I don't think they had...
Aside from Miko, none of us were aware about that. So the killer probably...
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikon's autopsy?
That's right! I didn't know that...
The time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yep. Since we have all this evidence, there's nothing. It's decided. Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
It appears that it is fine then. But regardless of good or evil, there's no...
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Wait a sec. There's something...
Huh? Again? Didn't something like...
Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
The same as always. You have to vote. Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important Unfortunately, that means there's no Blackened to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
Why me? Nagito? What do you mean? If the victim...
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's death. But I'm wondering if, for example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko, and then committed suicide due to... That's totally impossible! Then she never would have killed her to begin with! She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means anything can happen.
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right? After Hajime saw the hanged body, the killer had to be a...
Then she was alive! When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead. If she waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene.
She hanged herself!
And if she was going to fake her death, I think her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her...
There's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
What the heck?
There's still one... If Ibuki didn't commit suicide... According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stairs. And does that mean someone...
Forrest?
I don't know anything about...
Don't say it all proud.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something. So, maybe we...
So, then our plan is to destroy the... Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the...
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know?
Then, the video...
What time did Hajime see that video?
I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the body at the music video a little after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hiyoko was killed before you, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and...
Then we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi?
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi. What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then...
No, that's wrong!
Hold on. Not all of us are missing an alibi.
Hey, what's up, King Playlist?
In fact, Mikon... Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikon and I were actually together for a while.
We even woke up together that morning.
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
I accidentally fell asleep on top of... Too much info.
Yeah, it's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition.
And we went to the hospital together afterward. So we were together until right before the
I get it. You guys have...
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
It's better if we think about it like that. The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest
But committing an imitation, faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process... Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was enough?
I feel really bad for confusing you. I think the killer had a...
Everybody's having a good night, a good Tuesday. I appreciate people being here to hang out with your boys and play the video games.
Stop it!
Once again, I've been put in such an unreasonable situation. Seriously, he's like the king of unreasonableness. We were supposed to have a fun, friendly... No! This definitely definitely cannot be allowed. That's why I want you to remember this. Everyone, do your very best. Don't lose to yourself.
Huh. Did I confuse you?
Man, this again.
If that's the case, it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too. If that happened, the invitation...
Well, it's against the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that. Seriously, just shut up already! Shut...
But I'm thinking about it again, and he's totally right. It feels incomplete.
I gotta go take a pee-pee, you guys. I'll be right back. Oh, okay.
Because it didn't kill 3 people.
It's not just that. About the lion that...
That's the one he opened.
Even though we're called... But Hiyoko's body was suspended by common...
Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows.
Well, that's probably it, but... That attitude is what makes this feel incomplete. If falsifying the murder sequence was that they should have taken steps.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation...
What are you trying to say? Are you
I'm saying...
What?
I understand that imitation wasn't enough, but aren't you making a bunch of assumptions?
It's not just the poor imitation. There are all strange details. Like, for example...
So, you're saying the truth behind Hyoko's murder is hidden?
I have no freaking clue what. However, this is getting cool.
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer. No, maybe she went of her own free will.
I agree with that. It's just as Sonia said. She went to the music venue of her own free will.
So,
If no one called for her, then why did she go?
Yoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the despair disease, you know? I don't think a person like that would leave that.
There's no way Hyoko locked the room she was... If she was forcibly taken from her room, the killer could have locked her door, right?
Then they couldn't have hidden her room key that deep in her kimono. Otherwise, there's no point in messing with the crime scene if nobody finds it. At the time, you were the one who actually took it.
I won't move. Are you saying my gut was wrong? This will be my first and last. No! Shut up! Hyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hyoko's room and forcibly abducted her! The girl is so small and weak-looking. And that's why the killer targeted her!
Hiyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room and forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
But Hiyoko's room was locked. The key was deep inside her kimono, remember? It's more likely that Hiyoko locked the door herself.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
There's no reason for the killer to put the key in Hiyoko's kimono. The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Hold on. Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono! There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer!
Allow me to cut through those words.
Hope everybody's doing well. For
The reason
everybody's here.
Hiyoko's
Thank
kimono
you
was
for hanging
messed
out
up
with
was
the boy
because she
who
wasn't able to
plays
properly wear
Danganronpa
it.
2. Trying to find the killer.
Yeah, it's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Yoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono. I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room. That is why I informed her. I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music venue.
Then, the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer.
Yeah, she went to the venue on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes. Do whatever you want to me.
Whoa there. That in the words of the immortal Rob Burgundy, that escalated quickly.
Hajime, now's your chance. Make her admit defeat. Or better yet, make her do a little something something.
Oh Lord, calm down, Kazuichi, you dirty boy. Stop it.
Then, the killer probably couldn't have assumed that Hiyoko would go to the music venue.
Though that may not apply to Sonia, since she provided Hiyoko with that information.
Though I knew she would go there, there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonia, you cretin. I'll put you and your hamster 6 feet under.
Kazuichi, it seems you have quite the fashion sense. Do you want me to incinerate your clothes?
Gundam, please stop! For his sake!
What do you mean, for my sake?
Of course. I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities to kill you.
Even if the killer couldn't predict it.
The only thing I can think of is... it was...
Coincidence?
When she went to the venue by herself, she was probably just unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
She was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
It probably happened when the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki. The killer most likely had already placed the hemp bag over her head. And without...
Killed.
Because the killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier.
That's the reason they imitated them.
Which means that lowdown.
Then what was the killer actually... They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan.
Do you?
Damn, we don't know the most important part.
Hey, Nagito, any ideas?
Hey, how long are you gonna stay?
Oh, am I allowed to speak? I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps.
So what do you think?
I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion. Ibuki definitely didn't commit
Huh? What are you talking about?
I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered, but now I remember. So if she faked her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crimes, there'd be bloody footprints left in various places. So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death. There's no...
You know, we already finished talking about that.
That's annoying. I guess I should just...
Are you freaking kidding me? There's no limit to...
That's strange.
This is strange.
I can prove it with this! If Ibuki used the stepladder to hang herself, it's strange that there weren't any footprints on it.
Huh?
Yeah, that stepladder was completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
Did you notice such a small detail? How amazing! This is truly the talent of a chosen ultimate!
But didn't you say you saw that video of the poop? Then I think there's no...
Unless there was something funny about that.
I see. So there was some
But that's something only Hajime would know, since he's...
Hajime, I leave it as long as I leave this to you.
Yeah, I'll definitely try. That's right, I remember now. There was definitely something strange about that video.
Can you explain it to us?
What's strange is that stepladder I mentioned earlier. It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one side, there was a bloodstain, right on the left side of the stepladder. However, that contradicts the video I saw at the hospital. There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder in the video. It was completely clean.
That is truly strange. If the video showed the moment of Ibuki's death, then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
Even so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene. But the stepladder in the video was completely bloodless.
And there's no way the video was recorded in advance. If that's the case, the only thing I can think of is...
It's possible those two stepladders were completely different.
Wait, are you...
But where would you find another stepladder? There was only one...
And one of the stepladders was somewhere other than the music. What do you mean?
You're suggesting that the stepladder in the video isn't the only thing that's different. Am I right? That's amazing, Chiaki! All that gaming has given you incredible deduction skills. Is it okay to say that?
Oh, fuck, I destroyed it. shit, I forgot.
Right. Besides the stepladder, the filming location must have been different too.
What do you mean?
I mean, the video I saw was not filmed at the music venue. It was filmed somewhere else.
The hospital monitor is supposed to display footage captured by the music.
Then, there's a possibility that the kill... God damn it. What the fuck? How did I fall? How did I fall? Why did I fall? God damn it. I guess I'm just going too fast. Oh, Mario did. You can't kill me. I'm already dead.
It's all coming together. That's it. The killer just brought the camera from the music video. With it, they made me think it was alive.
Then only the mon...
Yes, at least when I first... But when Hyoko's body appeared, the killer probably...
That means you should have realized that from...
He did discover the body.
That's true, but... In order to hide that the camera was missing, the killer did one more thing to the remaining monitor.
Crap!
Oh shit. Unfurls.
I see!
The killer smashed the monitor to pieces, destroying it. As long as it was in pieces, you wouldn't be able to tell if the camera was actually... My attention was so focused on the body.
And the moment Hajime left the music venue, the killer put...
And they destroyed it and left that in pieces.
It's easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong.
Despite Kazuichi's desperate repair,
The fact that it was able to connect between the hospital and the music venue is amazing enough.
Fuck, I just have the last letter too. God damn it. I'm sipping drink before I shit again.
This is my hour end?
Danganronpa.
Ah, fuck. We'll pick that up tomorrow probably or something. Boy. Damn. I was pretty close to leveling up, I think, on this game. Just figure out that. Oh yeah, I think I was restocking when I had to stop playing this earlier. I got it on there. Come on, grab a box. Piece of shit. What the hell is wrong with that one guy that can grab a box or nothing? God damn it. Is this all full now? Okay. So, I got left. We'll make the 19 so I can get the next bigger box of these so I can get some more shells. So right now buying the way I am is not feasible. Let's buy a box of cards and some of these bitches. Oops, I put all that. We're not necessarily opening the cards for anything like as far as polls go, we're just doing it for the experience. Because there's only real two ways you get experience in this game, either selling stuff or opening cards. Basically it. And so opening cards can like give you some of the experience you need outside of selling stuff. Even though you usually get more selling stuff, but it still helps. Makes so you don't have to sell quite as much to be able to get to the next goal. Makes any sense? And I mean, hey, if you do get some good cards, you can always sell them for a little extra money and stuff like that. I just haven't gotten any really good pulls, so. And I've not been buying cards from anybody, so it's not really like. There's not a super big point, in my opinion, to be able to actually try to sell the cards, because most of them are due to me anyway. Alright, I just want to fucking finally. Oh, I didn't mean to. Eat my gooch. Gooching Games, that's what I should have called this place. I should call the place Gooching Gangs. Or Gooching Games. Gucci Games. I got my swag on, playing all these Gucci games. I said, what's up? Gucci Racer, Gucci Shooter, Gucci Soccer, Gucci Basketball, Gucci Football. Everything is Gucci. It's Gucci Sports. Everything is Gucci. Gucci Fighting Game. It's like an avatar for every major clothing company comes and fights each other for supremacy over the market. Fuck, wouldn't that be funny? Alright. I am gonna call it there tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I am getting tired. It's been a long day. But at least I get sleeping tomorrow. So there's that. But I do appreciate anybody who did come hang out, and I appreciate people coming to hang out with me just in general. We'll definitely get back to Danganronpa. I just didn't realize I fucking failed that whole thing, and I didn't want to do it all over again right away. But other than that, I hope everybody has a great rest of your night. I hope everybody has had a great day and continues to have a good day, and hopefully has a good day tomorrow. So we'll pick this up tomorrow. You guys, thank you very much. Peace out.